page 8, problem number 14. And we'll go over how we do this, and then what I will do is I will change the test. We're only going to do so. We're only going to do internal rate of return. So net present value. I'm sorry, I'm all flustered. We're going to do net present value like we did on page 6. So the test will have this on it. And then the test will have this down here, internal rate of return. And internal rate of return, here's kind of what the difference between these two. They're very similar. Oops. And by the way, you'll often see this as NPV. So NPV will give you a dollar value of the investment. For example, say positive 5,000. So it'll give you a dollar amount. How much in dollars is this thing worth? Internal rate of return. Oops. Okay, so net present value will give you a dollar value of the investment. Okay, you'll be $5,000 better off. Internal rate of return is trying to answer the question. Well, okay, what percentage are we actually earning on this? I know we have to pay the bank, but what percentage are we earning on this investment? So instead of giving you the answer in dollars, it gives it to you in percentages. So this is kind of like the difference between these two. And usually they will both give the same interpretation. In other words, if it's positive for the net present value, it'll also make sense for the internal rate of return. So they're usually either both yeses or both nos when you're doing these investment things. Okay, so let's come over here and kind of see how we do this. Oops. Okay, so as you recall, the same kind of thing we had before. So here's the investment. We just kind of charted out the cash flows. $2,402 is going out, and $1,000 is coming in. and we want to compare them, but we can't really compare them one-to-one because these are future dollars. They're not worth the same as today's dollars. Okay, so the internal rate of return is actually a two-step process. And the first step is to figure out what factor we need to find the interest rate. I'll show you what I mean. We have to make this payout equal these payments. So it's kind of like this. We have to make $2,400 $2 equal 1,000, and then the 1,000 will be times some X factor. And let's see. I think I gotta go outside here. Okay, so this X is going to be the annuity factor for the table. So we have to solve for X. So how do we do it? Divide both sides by 1,000. And so we'll end up with X equals 2,400 divided by 402 is 2.402, I think. Yeah. Trying to calculate. Okay, so this is the annuity factor. So we have to go to the table. Okay, so let me pull up the table. Okay, so make sure that we're on the annuity table. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So we're looking for 2,402. Now we don't know the interest rate yet, but we do know it's for 3 periods. I'm on the wrong table. Let me try that again. I told you guys to get on the right table, but I didn't tell myself. Okay. Okay, so we know it's for 3 periods. We're over here. So what we're going to do is, okay, here's the 3 periods. I'm gonna, oh boy. Oh, I need to. So what we're going to do is go across until we find something that is close to that. So we're going to look for this on the table. So this will be, I'll cut this over here. So we're at 3 periods. We're looking for something close to 2.402. And of course, because I made this, I made it come out exactly to 12%. So this is going to be our internal rate of return is 12%. So 12% will make our payments equal to our investment. So from the table, maybe a better way for me to do this. I'm gonna do it down here. And so this will be the internal rate of return. So, and so here's how you kind of use this. So they're making 12%, right? So 12% is the amount that they are, is the amount that they're making. And you're going to compare that to that. Okay, so if you're paying the bank 8% and you're making 12%, you want to do that as many times as you can. Right. So as long as the rate, the internal rate of return is higher than the cost of capital, the borrowing rate, basically. As long as it's higher, you want to do it. If it was less than 8%, if it was 5% or whatever, you would not want to do it. And you'll notice something. Okay, so we want to do this. We're making 12%. We only got to pay the bank 8%. We're going to put the other 4% in our pocket, right? And again, you want to do that as many times as you can. So we want to make that investment. You'll notice that up here, we also came out to that same conclusion. We want to make the investment. Okay, so let me type it up here. Okay. So because the cost, because the internal rate of return is higher than the cost of capital, you want to make this investment. So a question on that? So it's sort of like you're making 12% on the money and the bank is taking 8, so you get to keep the 4. As long as it's positive, you want to do this. Question on that? Okay, let's do this one. And this one is similar to the one we had before. Okay, so I don't know, 50,000. Okay, so this is kind of how we're laying it out. And we know that we have these required rate of return and the borrowing rate. By the way, this we won't be using that one. This is the one we're looking at. And so we're going to make the two sides equal. So we'll take the investment of 210. And X equals the annuity factor from the annuity table. So we first solve for X, that gives us the factor, and then we got to go to the table. Excuse me. Okay, so divide both sides of 50,000. So 2. Okay, and so this is the, so you gotta go to the annuity table. And it's for 5 periods. And the factor is that okay. So going to the annuity table. Let's see. Oops. You know, let's get rid of them. Okay, so we're going to 5 periods. I clicked on the wrong thing. 5 periods. And again, when we first start out, we really don't know what the interest rate is, but we know it's for 5 periods. So we're going to look for the closest thing to this. It may not be exactly really the closest thing. So we go across and we see it here actually. So from the annuity table, how did I say it before? The annuity table, 4 point. Okay, so because 6% is lower than the cost of capital, you would not want to make this investment. Oops, wait a minute. So if you made this investment, you'd be paying an extra 4% to the bank, which you now want to do. So this, oh my God. Apologies, crazy moment. Mickey Mouse. All right. Yeah, so the cost. Now you'll notice that this one is very similar to a different one we had. That was let's get rid of that. That was, oh, I see. That was this one. You know, this one came up with a negative net present value. And it's the same problem, you know, but so you could look at it and say, okay, we'd be losing $21,000. But you could also say that it is, you know, down here, that look, it's only making 6%. We can't even, you know, pay off the investors at 6%. We need 10% just to pay off the investors. So. Any questions on that? Okay, well, I think I think I'm going to I'm going to make an executive decision here, and that is that I'm going to send out I think I'll send out the practice exam with the solutions. And that way you can work it on your own, the solution, and then I'll send out the exam. And the exam will be very similar to the practice exam with the solutions. And you'll get those tonight. And because my internet is up so far, I'm going to go ahead and I'll see if I can get all your grades entered in that I was supposed to do today. That those get entered in either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. Any questions on that? So let me pull up what I'm going to do here, and I'll put it in writing. Okay. Oops, you guys can't see that. Let's try do this correctly. Okay. Sorry, we're going to start very late. We already did this. Finish problems. We'll do 14 and 15. Next Monday, we'll have a class, Monday, May 10th, and that's for anyone who has anything that you're kind of finishing up that you want to work on, and I'll be around. But Monday, the 10th, the class is not, no new material will be given out on that day. It's the last class, so. Okay, any question on that? And again, I apologize, guys. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm so tempted to get rid of Comcast, but I don't know if I want to go with AT&T. I don't know if they're gonna be better, but anyway, yeah, I apologize, and this will be recorded, obviously, and will be up and available. And I will send out the practice exam and the 21 exam will be sent out very shortly. Any questions? Okay. Well, this is not how I wanted to end the class, but yeah, it was a pleasure having you guys, and hopefully we'll meet again. So anyway, I'll send out the practice exam and the exam, and that will be due in a week.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. All right.
Good night.
Good night.